What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Someone tweeted this. I don't remember the exact tweet, but how can David Krejci get $7.1 million when there was only one suitor after him? When Paul Stastny only gets $7 million, with a whole litany of suitors after him. And I know the situations are different. Obviously, that Stastny was an unrestricted free agent. Everyone wanted him. And Krejci, was trying to get a deal done with the Bruins before he got to unrestricted free agency, which, is understandable. But I think you look at it, they're both equal as a hockey player. I kind of broke it down statistically after I heard the tweet. Stastny's played 538 games, has 458 points. Krejci's played 504 games, and has 378 points. I think the one thing with Krejci is it's like Stastny's is slightly better. So Stastny's like a .85 points per game, and Krejci's .77. That's just, I think you look at, and I'm not making excuses, but the Bruins' defensive system is not as conducive to putting up high points. Krejci's I think a lot better defensively. And you can criticize me all that for on that if you want, but that's just the way I look at it. And again, I watch Krejci play every game, and I watch Stastny play enough too. But I think you look at what he brings to the table, in terms of his ability to facilitate the puck, and they're both amazing playmakers that are cogs in the machines that make their teams go. And Stastny's going to do that in St. Louis next year. I really think they're going to have a powerhouse team, and I've talked about that a lot. But looking at it with Krejci, Krejci's led the NHL in postseason scoring, not once but twice. Not just the Bruins, the NHL, the league. There's something to be said for that. And I know he had a bad playoffs, this past, spring with Detroit and Montreal, but 77 playoff points in 93 games, that's very, very good. Obviously, and it's not fair to compare that with Stastny, who has very good playoff numbers himself. 18 points in 22 games, put on a show against Minnesota in the 7-game series loss this past spring. And obviously Krejci's played more playoff games. The Bruins have been a better team than the Avalanche over the years, since they both entered the league for the most part. That's just the nature of the beast. But they're equal. They're both the same. They both bring different things to the table, and I think it's as similar as they are. They both are unique in so many ways. I think Krejci's the better defensive player, and Stastny maybe a little bit better offensively. But again, I'll take either one on my team, and I think they both got good contracts. And the other thing was, talking about the way they, the financials of it. Krejci probably would have gotten more in the open market next year. I think a guy like David Krejci's, a sought-after commodity, and a team would have given him 8. And I guarantee you there are teams offering Stastny 8 on the market that I believe he took less money to join the St. Louis Blues because he wants to contend for a Stanley Cup. And again, there's something to be said for that. But I think we can all agree they're both great players, and to say one's better than the other isn't exactly accurate or fair to the two guys. I think you appreciate what they both bring to the table, and look at the their unique skill sets and how they're how they help drive the buses that are their respective teams. And I'm really excited what Stastny does in St. Louis this year, and I'm really excited to see what Krejci does back with the Bruins this year. So hockey can't come soon enough. That's something we can all agree on. Anyway, that's all on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Paul Stastny, David Krejci comparisons. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.